Hello, welcome back. The Stellabator has now been running for 14 days and it's worked flawlessly. It's kept its temperature, the lights bulbs have not blown or anything, they've just been absolutely perfect. But now, because there are quail eggs in there, it's day 14, so I've now got to take the turner out and set the eggs in their lockdown, so I'm not going to turn them anymore. But obviously, because I used heat shrink tubing around the back, I've got to turn the fridge around carefully because of the water, cut the wires, then quickly pull the tray out, get it out here. I've then got, because of the size of them, I'm still convinced that they might actually fall down through the little rubber tray that I put in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay a tea towel in there first, pull this shelf right out to the glass, push the thing at the back that I had an extra bit of the plastic, the rubber tray, just make sure they can't fall down into water or anything. But I want to do it quickly, obviously, because it was 4 degrees outside and I've had the heating on down here. I've managed to get it up to 19 degrees down here, so get that out, get that in there pretty quickly. Only thing I have struggled with is the humidity. For quails it's been fine because it's sitting around about 35 to 40%, which is okay. I can then bump it up, which I'm going to do for lockdown, to around about 50% or 55% humidity. But I can't keep it there. I can keep it there for about 12, maybe 24 hours before I have to then put more warm water in. But I have actually fired up and readied the whole of the Benebator, so that is good to go. Just in case I can't with the humidity, I can do it fine in that, so if needs be, I'll quickly transfer them over there. And then I might cut the tray up to fit in the Benebator for then the duck eggs, because the humidity in there is fine. So I'm going to get these out first. Yeah, that worked out right. Did it as quick as I could. I put them on top of the bench, in the turner in front of the heater whilst I was doing it. So fingers crossed, we'll get some hatch in 3 days now. I think it's Monday the 8th. Yeah, that'll be day 18. It's 17, 18 days, 14 to 15 before we take the turner out. So like I said, it's day 14, so I've took it out anyway. One of them eggs will not sit flat on its side. It literally just goes like that. So I think that's just full of chick at that end, and I literally try and bring it back here, just like a wee ball thing. So what I've said I might do is cut this down, fit in the Smart Benebator, because like I said, the humidity is a lot easier to control in there than it is in there. So when I order some duck eggs probably next week, might want to rather go in here than in there, because humidity with duck eggs is a lot more important than it is with the quails. But I think, you see, the Smart Benebator I measured on the internals, it's 11 and a half inches, so just under a foot. Now these 4 trays are just under 11 and a half inches, but unfortunately when they do the whole cycle on the turn, they require 12 and a half inches. So it's not going to fit in there. The only way it would fit in there is if I actually cut a row off, which again, if I cut one row off, so I might actually do that. If I cut one row off and just have the 3 trays, because that's going to be 18 eggs then, that's plenty enough. I think the most I've ever done was 18 eggs last year, duck eggs. So I might just cut the 3 rows off this and cut it down. Let's have a think about it. went in quite well actually. Ouch. It went in quite well actually. It is like the little cog thing is kind of binding somehow or getting stuck. I'm going to take it back out. I'm going to cut the wires again, take it back out and just find out why it keeps going dunk dunk for some reason. But it is turning them okay and it fits in there nicely. So I'm just going to put some like sticky pad things on it so it sits on the water tray and doesn't move at all. And then I'll get the lid back on, get it all back up to temperature and see how it goes. That's it, all done. Just got to get back up to temperature now. Make sure the smart socket is working so I can monitor it on my phone up the house. Let the bowls get up to temperature. Let everything get settled back down. I'm not going to switch the turner on until I order some eggs. I'm going to speak to my mate, get some money, get some eggs ordered, get them in there. Probably not mandarins yet. We're looking at about end of March, some point in April to get some mandarins. There are some on eBay on pre-order, but I'm just not going to do that yet. I'll wait till they're more readily available and then we'll get some. Everything seems fine in there. They're all settled lovely. Keep an eye on them now. And yeah, brilliant. We'll just have to wait. They're actually due on Monday, which is a bit of a bummer for the kids. They're a little bit gutted because they're going back to school on Monday for the first time since before Christmas. Woohoo! I can't actually wait. I really can't. It's been such a long stint trying to work. Emma and I batting relay and trying to work and deal with the homeschooling, which is hard at the best of times. Trying to get a 6-year-old to settle down and do homeschooling when she's got all of her normal creature comforts around her at home, it's just almost impossible. So I, for one, am quite happy to come down here and watch them hatch on Monday without the children, but I'll record it for them if it happens when they're at school. Probably it'll be early morning or maybe in the evening. It might even be on Sunday, so they'll be here to see it anyway. But I just want them to go back to school and do what they should be doing at school. I'm no teacher, Emma's no teacher, so we're trying our best, we really are. But yeah, so I can then crack on and start thinking about getting on with work, because I'm just popping around doing things at home all the time. Like yesterday was my birthday and I didn't really do any, well I did, I put 2 new door, I managed to get some spare bits of tongue and groove from my friend who got them from a job. So I've made myself a new Avery door because the last one was getting all warped and horrible, and I've also finally extended the internal door so I'm not have to bend down and get in, which was really annoying me. So I've done that, checked on everyone yesterday. Violet, the new mum, she had 4 eggs, 2 of them hatched, they're doing really well. They're very noisy, very hungry, but they're doing really well. Everyone seems quite settled in the Avery again after the rat situation, because there's no rat anymore, or you know, there's not no evidence of the rat. Even like the finches, there's two pairs of finches, they've had eggs. In fact, one of them I checked this morning, one of them's had a baby already, because their period's only 12 to 14 days incubation that they do for the zebra finches. So one of them's had a baby, so they're laying again. The quails are laying eggs all the time again, they seem happy. Everyone's happy in there. So Mr. Rat, hopefully gone. Mummy Budgie, bless her, I did say that she'll probably kick them eggs out because they've been too long, and she did kick them out. That's the second clutch in succession now that she's not actually had any hatch out. So I took a box out, I've disinfected it all down, I've prepped it all, put it back in. She's showing interest again. I've seen them mating as they do, so she'll probably try again. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna crack on next week. I did actually, obviously because my van's gone, it did come back so I can get the rest of the stuff out of it. Now I've managed to get the bench seats, because they're just like click in and out, like quick release. I've took them out, took them to the lock-up, so I've now got the whole of the back of the van to work with. Going to source a bit of carpet so I don't get it too dirty in there, and I've also got to prep it ready for the cutting season, because this weekend I'll be contacting all my regular lawn care customers to hopefully at the end of next week start my grass cutting rounds. So yeah, it's all go. So thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, set your preferences to all, because that way it'll tell you when I've uploaded a new video. If you'd like to help me with the channel in any way, you don't have to, don't feel pressured, it's not mandatory or anything, I'm just asking if you'd like to help. I'll leave links in the description for PayPal, and if you want to become a Patreon and pay a small monthly contribution towards me, that'll help me out massively. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.